Sound check, sound check, sound check. Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this wonderful world listening to this broadcast. Welcome to BWTM Sports. I'm your host, Ingram Jones. Okay, as you know, we hear myself on the replay. Welcome to this very quick broadcast. As you know, we've been following intently the comings and goings of the Deontay Wilder versus Bermane Stiverne. To will it happen? Won't it happen? You know, all I can say at this point in time is that, from what I understand, the very latest news is that a deal is almost done. So to repeat, a deal is almost done. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if it's step aside money, and I don't know if it's the fight. What I can tell you is this for certain, is that if it's step aside money, it's going to be a ridiculous amount of money for step aside money for Bermane Stiverne to take. That's what I know for certain. It will be in a ridiculous amount of money. If anybody has watched over Instagram or social media, the way Bermane Stiverne has been training like a Trojan for months now. I don't know if he's been training for months as a decoy so that, Wilder will pay out, or his team will pay out step aside money. I can't imagine that. Every interview in terms of wanting to find out if this man really wants to fight Wilder or not, I would be absolutely stunned if Stiverne Wilder 2 doesn't happen. And here's my reasons for thinking that this fight I think will happen. And these are personal opinion now. You've talked about, there is almost a genuine dislike that Stiverne has got there for Wilder. And, I know a lot of people out there in the world don't want this fight to happen. I've heard it all before. I don't control the WBC. Mandatory is mandatory. The Povetkin fight should have happened. Povetkin failed in the drugs test. And because of this, in my personal opinion, Povetkin and Stiverne fight should not have been happening in the first place, because we knew Povetkin had issues back then and he got caught. So why he was still not ranked number one at that point in time, then if he weren't ranked number one at that time, then that would have opened the doors for a Luis Ortiz-Stiverne fight to have happened, which people would have wanted more so, and then that winner would have gone on and fought Deontay Wilder. It so happens now that Wilder's been talking for the Ortiz fight. As we know, Ortiz has been wanting to fight Joshua and Wilder, so we understand. But I don't know what. But from what I see of it, I had no other information in terms of talking to Bermane. But what I do know, it would be an absolute ridiculous amount of money for step aside money. He's not stupid. He'll take the step aside money. But like I said, the deal is almost done. They're just waiting to finalize one other part of this deal. So I don't know what that means, but we are literally very close to, it could be a few hours for this deal to go through. It could be the weekend, as Stiverne told us exclusively. So as soon as the penny drops, as soon as that piece of paper is inked, no matter what time in the morning it is, we will be the first to be breaking that news to you. So this is let me see very quickly before I pop off. People may be asking questions. Evening, Ingram. I'd like to see the rematch. Stiverne is still Wilder's best opponent to date. That is true. He still is Wilder's best opponent to date. For those people who know their boxing, Bermane Stiverne is no bum. And a lot of people say he's a bum. He's no bum. He still is Wilder's best opponent to date. And, if Stiverne is what he's saying, he was dehydrated and he feels that he could have done a lot better, then if he feels he can push Wilder a lot better and he feels he's going to be a lot stronger, then, you know, I mean, the press conference was good to watch, and it is a genuine rivalry. It's genuine. It's real bad feeling between these two guys. So, you know, I know a lot of people don't want to see the fight again because of whatever reasons they have. But if it is going to happen, then we're going to make the most of it and make the most of it. And, you know, it's not going to be, you know, those two guys don't like one another. And hey, if it does happen and the fight happens, and let's say for some people the unbelievable happens and Stiverne manages to beat Wilder, which is not impossible. If it did happen, media have been against Stiverne and a lot of people have not wanted Stiverne, then that turns the heavyweight division upside down. You know, if Stiverne was to take step aside money, then that may have Luis Ortiz fighting Wilder. You know, but who knows? I don't know what's what. I can't give you any more about that at the moment. But like I said, the deal is almost done. Stiverne will come on. Now, I've not said anything about step aside money. If he took step aside money, then he does. I don't. All I'm saying, my personal gut feeling is I don't think he'll take the step aside money. I could be wrong, but everything inside my gut and inside what he's doing, his training, there's been no letting up in that training. See him, it's like a dog with a bone, quite literally, and won't let it go. But if his team are saying to him, take step aside money, then of course, if he's getting paid a ridiculous amount of money to step aside, then yeah, I can see that happening. But it would be a ridiculous amount of money. So hat on, if Stiverne steps aside, it's ridiculous money he's been paid off. It won't be no silly money. And if the fight goes ahead, it's because they wouldn't pay the step aside money. This fight should have happened a long time ago. I know that. You know that. You know, the Gerald Washington fight, you could have stuck Stiverne in then. I mean, what did the Gerald Washington fight prove? He could have got Stiverne out of the way, and we could be now looking at a Luis Ortiz fight. But while they were shopping around for Dillian White, he was shopping around for Anthony Joshua. But we knew at the end of the day that unless it was a unification fight, even Joseph Parker, we knew at the end of the day that mandatory meant mandatory. So I don't know why all this has been going on the way it's been going on. It's gone on way too long. I think the WBC should have stepped in a lot earlier and said, look, either Bermane, take your step aside money, or Wilder, take this fight and do the fight. So that's what I think should have happened. It didn't happen. We are where we are now. The deal is almost done. Almost done. So either between tomorrow, Vegas time tomorrow, or by the weekend, Saturday, we're going to know. And as soon as we know, we'll have Bermane back on the channel, and we'll we will do something about it. Okay, just on a side note, I understand that Mayweather and McGregor have agreed to 8-ounce gloves. Personally think it's an absolute travesty. Not only is this a travesty, you've got a guy who, yes, I'm not going to say he's 0-0 in the boxing ring, but he's not 0-0 as a fighter, professional fighter. He's 0-0 in the art of boxing, but he has knocked guys down with his fist beforehand, and his left hand, everyone talks about, is so deadly and all the rest of it. My concern is this. It's 8-ounce gloves, and if any of those guys, whether it be Mayweather or McGregor, get seriously hurt in this fight, is it really worth it? So, you know already McGregor's got no form of defense. So I don't know. But that's it for me for now. I hope you enjoyed the update, and we will keep updating you. Don't forget to rate and subscribe, leave your comments, and let other people know about the channel. We really appreciate help and really appreciate your support. I can't thank you guys and girls enough. Thanks. This is Ingram Jones from BWTM, keeping you updated with the latest news of Stiverne Wilder 2. Will it, won't it happen? We're going to know soon enough. Take care, folks.